So function definition. So this entire unit 4, is really, well, specifically about linear functions, but a lot of the Algebra 1 curriculum is about functions. So just want to do a little bit of a review. I know you've already learned this in pre-algebra, most likely, about what a function even is. So the function definition is a relation from a set of inputs to a set of outputs where each input has one output, okay? And our inputs are like our x, and our outputs are like our y, okay? So each input has one output. So number 1 says, which of the following sets of ordered pairs are functions? Select all that apply. So I'm going to check A and B, and I'll let you check C, D, and E. So we're trying to figure out which are functions. So if I look at A, if I look at 6, look, 6 has an output of 2, 0 has an output of 8, 4 has an output of 9, and -1 has an output of 3. They all have just one output. 6 has one output, 0 has one output, 4 has one output, -1 has one output. A is a function. So I'm going to check that box. But B is not a function because look, erase that really fast. 2 has an output of 3, -5 has an output of 6, 7 has an output of 10, and look, -5 shows up again. -5 has an output of 1. -5 is an issue. -5 has 2 outputs. Functions only have one output. Each input only has one output. B, -5 has 2 outputs. This is not a function. So this one is, we would not check that. So I don't know, I'm going to put like a X next to it. That's not a function. Okay. So I'll let you do C, D, E. So like even on number 2 is a very similar situation. A is not a function. Look, -1 shows up twice. It has 2 outputs. -1 has an output of 1, and -1 has an output of 10. That is not a function. Oh, not a function. -1 has 2 outputs. Each input can only have one output. But B is fine. B is a function. I don't see any of the X's repeat. The X's, each of these X's just have one output. No problem there. With number 3, when we're looking at a graph, we can apply the same sort of idea. But kind of the easier way is with this thing we call the vertical line test. So let's say I draw like a vertical line. And then if the line crosses the vertical line more than once, it's not a function. So like, can I drag this? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that does not drag well. Hold on. Okay, I'm kind of dragging it. Look, like it's never crossing the line more than once, right? So this is a function. This is a function. But let's look at B. Look, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's crossing the line once. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. And bam, terrible. Look, it's even crossing it 3 times. So that's not a function. B is not a function. A is a function. B is not. Because look here. Let's check C. See, it's crossing it just once, crossing it 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 once. It's just crossing it once all the time. So C is also a function. So the only one of these top 3 that's not a function is B because look, crosses it multiple times. So function, check that box. Function, check that box. Not going to check B. B is not a function. Whoa, what the heck? I'm trying to erase that. Let me just get that out of here. Okay. And to relate it back to that, like each input has one output, like the vertical line test is like the kind of trick way, not trick way, but the one little method way. But if you just say, look at B, like look at this. Whoops, let me get a pen out. Okay. Look, this point is 0, -2. This point is 0, 1. This point is 0, 4. Look, 0 actually has 3 outputs, right? So we can use that. We can still use that definition of each input can only have one output. So yeah, that's another way to think of it. Okay, so I'll let you do D, E, and F to determine if those are functions. And then I'm going to do one of these tables, fill in the blanks in the tables to make all these relations non-functions. So what would make it not a function? So like on all these tables, you actually have multiple options. Like I could put -1 because that, look, we'd have 2 outputs for -1. I could even put 6 because we'd have, 2 outputs for 6. Heck, I could even put 10 because we would have 2 outputs for 10. So it really doesn't matter which one you use. I'll just stick the 10 in there. That'd make it not a function. So easy, right? So that's what a function is and what a function isn't. Okay, and I'll let you make up your own graphs and all that down there as well. Okay.